What does creativity mean to me? I think it's creating something that's got your stamp on it. So whether that's theatre or if you're a musician and you're singing or making music, or a comedian and you're doing stand-up comedy, it should be enjoyable and something that lots of people can consume, I guess, can take in. But there should be something about you that you're putting across in it.
Hi, we're here with Maisie Adam for DYT Meets. Maisie is playing the Nottingham Comedy Festival tonight with her show Living on the Edge. Thank you for coming to see us today. It's a pleasure to have you in Nottingham.
I'm sorry. I will be really professional.
So, what is your thing and why do you do it?
So, my thing is stand-up comedy. And I guess the simple answer to that, straight away, is if I wasn't doing it, I'd be going and seeing it and watching as much of it as possible. Always been a massive fan of comedy and loved going to watch as much stand-up as I could, whether that was live or on TV or on YouTube or whatever. And comedy in theatre was always a massive thing that I loved. So it was either if I wasn't going to be doing it, I'd be going and watching it loads anyway, and it kind of just got to a point where I was like, I'll give it a go.
What was your journey to get to that point?
So, as I say, was always massive fan of comedy, and then I think it was in second year of drama school. We had a module on commedia dell'arte, the form of theatre, and the teacher Richard, literally, he said to all of us in our class, he was like, I want you all at the end of this lesson, just sprung it upon us, I want all of you to do 2 minutes of stand-up comedy. And because none of us had done it, nobody was judging each other. It was a really safe space to do it, so it didn't matter if it was rubbish. And all of us did this 2 minutes, and I loved it. It was one of my favourite lessons from the whole 3 years that I was there. And I remember telling my mum's friend about this. We were in Manchester doing something, and was telling her about it because she was asking how drama school was going on, and she said that she was putting on this fundraiser evening in Otley, which is up near Leeds where I'm from, and she said, would you mind emceeing it? And it was literally one of those situations where you say yes, and then as soon as it's left your mouth you're like, oh God, what have I just agreed to? And I realised that they had quite a few big bands on our local scene were playing on it, so I knew that there was actually going to be quite a few people there, so I couldn't just go into it like I'd done with that 2 minute thing in class. I had to go away and sit down and write a load of material, and I just wrote whatever I thought was quite funny.
When did you find out you were funny?
That's such an awkward question. When did I find out I was funny? When I won So You Think You're Funny. Literally, I think everybody's a little bit funny, but it's how you... It's that thing, isn't it, of if you think you've got something to say, go out and put it out there and have confidence in it.
What advice would you give to your younger self?
Relax. Just calm down and don't stress out. I think I spent a lot of time worrying about things that I had no control over. So worrying about... will people show up tonight to this gig? Will this gig go well? Well, you don't know until you're literally on that stage, and then the only person that can control that is you. You know, even if you go to a gig and it's rowdy and there's a big stag do in there, you do what you can and you do it. You face those challenges when they present themselves. So there's absolutely no point worrying in advance of things. I think I'm still trying to tell myself that. I'm just a natural worrier. And I'd probably tell myself, just don't expect everything at once. You might think that you've got a certain aim, but you'll get lots of other things that are probably as good as that on the way to there, if not instead of. So don't think of one specific path of this is how I get successful, this is what I'm going to do. Sure, create goals, but but don't put all your eggs in one basket, to quote Love Island.